Your eyes are closed.
Hi everyone, so as the video is starting, we are going to pick the winners, and it's going to be my two children picking one winner each because there's two winners. No, there's only two, so you two can pick it. So it's in my sound bowl, just you know, small competition, but we'll see. It's all in there. Right, Alethea, do you want to close your eyes for me? Close your eyes and pick one. Yay, thank you. Thank you. Zaya, do you want to close your eyes for me and pick one? Make sure it's just one. Oh, you've got two there. Drop one back in. Thank you. Right, so let's see. Yes, open it for me. Let's see who the winners are. Yeah, open it. Just keep opening it. Let me read that one out then, Zai.
Wait, let me finish opening it.
Bear with me while the baby's opening it. Keep opening it. It's like in a whole triangle. See? Keep opening and open. So this one says, okay, Farina. Am I pronouncing this right? Farina Sia Lover? Farincia Lover, I believe, and Penelope May. So these are the two winners. Congratulations.
I wish I did the $100 one.
The $100? There wasn't a $100. So thank you, you two. If you could contact me with your birth date, time and location for me, and the quicker you contact me with that, the quicker I can get the reading done. But congratulations. I'm sure both of you chose a reading. I'm sure you did. So congratulations. And I can get that done for you on Saturday.
No!
So thank you everyone for entering into the competition, and well done for those who have won. Yeah, but let's get into the video. So welcome everyone to, I saw 222 on the timer. Welcome to Our Sky, Our Story podcast, where we basically use the visible sky to interpret our astrology. It just makes a little more logical sense to me because that's where it's happening, in the sky. But there's videos down below which explains it more. So my name is Kelita Sahliah. If you are new, I am a mother, I am a real angel, and I also dabble in crypto. So if you are interested in crypto, I link astrology of the sky to the crypto market as well. So feel free to check out my Crypto Angles podcast that comes out every Sunday. So without further ado, these are my socials. TikTok just has an 8 at the end of it. And we go from the Sunday to the Saturday of each cycle, as you can see. So we're going from the 5th to the 11th of November. And these are the luminary positions. I always say, don't believe me, don't trust me like that. Just Google it. Grab yourself this calendar if you'd like. This is in alignment with the visible sky. And there's 40% going on the calendar right now, and stick around for next year's calendar going from 2024 to 2025 as we go from Pisces to Pisces. But anyway, excuse me, these are confirmation burp. These are the luminary positions. Google it and let's get into the video. So we usually go through, if it's the beginning of the month, we touch on the numerology. I've done the numerology for November in my last video. Jam-packed of information, so feel free to go and check that out. And we then move on to the transits. We go into the transits, then the moon transits, and then we clarify with tarot, and then we come back to the present moment, because the present moment is all that matters. So without further ado, let's get into it. Something I want to add, something I do want to add, to be honest, with the numerology, which I'll say now, I want to add the fact that we are, you know how we've got the 1111 portal? Yeah, the 1111 portal. So it's the 11th day of the 11th month. But also, because I pay attention to more than one calendar, technically November is the 9th month, because October is 8. So I do want you to keep in mind, it's a powerful portal on the 9th and the 11th. Okay, so just between these days, just bear in mind it's a powerful portal, and the fact that Mercury is going into Scorpio, there's no coincidences there. But anyway, let's get into it. So I'll pop that over there. Those who are reading, hopefully you can still see that. So on the, what are the dates that's happening? We've seen it. So on the 8th, we have Fortune entering Sagittarius, and then we have Mercury entering Scorpio, as we've seen. So what is this telling me? For one, I see astrology as technology, and remember, always remember, it's just a tool. Don't let the tool use you. You use the tool. If the tool is using you, throw it away. It's all irrelevant. But with that being said, how am I seeing this now? So Fortuna, it's right in Ophiuchus. Have you been forced to transform? Literally, I wouldn't say forced, but have you naturally been in the energy of actually transforming yourself, of changing your energy, whether that's perspective, to literally level up? Because Fortuna represents what will bring about fortune and prosperity to us. So essentially, during this time, whilst Fortune was in Ophiuchus, which is the transmutator of energy within the zodiac wheel, the Ophiuchus energy is literally put you know how you got like snakes and ladders. Even though Ophiuchus is holding a snake, you don't go down, you go up, like Kundalini rising. So after we've had that Scorpio death, the energy transforms, so we level up energetically basically, and then Sagittarius comes in to take us into a new direction. So what have I been saying here? Along with like Saturn stationing direct, and along with when Saturn was retrograding and it's going to station direct soon, as well as with Pluto when that was retrograding, a lot of transformation was happening. So it's like we were still in these transformative energies, and we were being fortunate to literally level up at this time, to put in the groundwork to transform ourselves. And whether you've probably noticed the fortune and prosperity yet is coming because that transformation that you've been working on, so long as you've been taking inspired action, it's going to bring about fortune and prosperity to you. And now this Fortuna is entering into Sagittarius. So as I said, Sagittarius is known as the Centurion, and it's ready to take you into that new direction. You've transformed, you've healed. Sagittarius comes with its fire arrow, because it's a fire sign. Fire element is there, so that's your passion and drive. And its arrow represents focus, direction. Sagittarius is very philosophical in nature. It does cover travel as well, but it's very philosophical in nature. So things that are a bit more even esoteric, mystical, etc. Things of that nature, but coming from a philosophical point of view. So you've got receipts basically about all the things you're interested in and researching, etc., etc. So anyway, after this transformation that we've been working on with all of the other luminaries as well, our fortune and prosperity is ready to take us into a new direction from how we've chosen to transform. So this just all synchronizes together with Saturn stationing direct on Saturn's day. Stationing direct, I done a whole video about Saturn stationing direct. I'll link it in this one. Do check it out, because if you're watching this until then, is your last few days to cross all the I's and dot the T's of past stuff, so you have the capacity to move forward. And what comes to you when you move forward, you can hold it. You're ready, basically. So use your time wisely. But anyway, in this new direction, we're ready to go. Our focus direction. You're only going to know what your direction is for you. Okay? But so long as you are focused in that direction, you know your vision, you know where you're going, it's going to bring fortune and prosperity. In a practical way, it does cover travel. So even if you are more inclined now to take travel trips, you're just like, oh, I'm going to travel here. it's going to be fortunate and prosperous for you, meaning you'll probably go somewhere and you will probably get the most inspiration. You'll probably feel so rejuvenated. It's going to be fulfilling rather than, have you ever been places at times and it's just like, shit, I think I'd rather had stayed home. I think I'd rather had stayed home. But I feel that that's changing. Our outings are going to feel good. Our travel, whether you're catching flights or just driving to another part of the city, another part of your country, it's going to be beneficial for you. And as well as that, as well as travel, it is about your direction you're ready to go in and your philosophical perspective of that direction. So your focus, long-term goal, I'll say as well, from how you have been transforming. Because essentially we've been in these energies where it's like, okay, this is where I'd like to go, but you just had to do the work. It's been slow moving. You feel like nothing's really happening. That's because obviously Saturn, time had stood still, was going backwards. But it was all to change that energy. So when you're ready to go in this direction now, you've got the capacity to do so, and it's going to bring in fortune and prosperity. The things that you've been working on is bringing in fortune and prosperity. Also, I did forget to mention, this is the child planet, luminary. So we do over here follow the inner child as well. Okay, so moving on to Mercury being in Scorpio. So Mercury is known as the energy exchange technology, basically. This technology is all about energy exchange. Mercury is the winged god, the winged messenger, and it's got wings on his feet. He's known as the God's messenger because it just goes backward and forth from the sun. That's why we have 3 to 4 retrogrades every year. So it's all about energy exchange. This is energy exchange within your mind, your thought process. It's your energy exchange between, if your body is in any type of dis-ease, this is how Mercury will communicate with itself. Communication, me right now, I'm giving my energy exchange, and monetary, money. So you can look at this aspect as well for monetary exchange, but that's all money. That's pounds, digital currencies, paper IOUs, CBDCs, cryptocurrencies. So it's all of them, all of that. So that's Mercury, and this energy exchange is moving from Libra into Scorpio. So throughout this whole cycle, essentially, because it is happening at the end of the cycle pretty much, the beginning of the cycle, we are still in the Libra energy. So the way we're kind of exchanging our energy is based on creating that balance, basically. Yes, in everything, in monetary, communication, confirmation burp as well. It's all about creating that balance. If you felt like, and when is it moving into Libra? Is it there now? Yeah, it's there now, forgive me. When it comes to communications, if you felt like things were out of balance, just not even with, could be friendships, work colleagues, romantic connections, platonic, it could be anything. But the way you're exchanging your energy with others, you want the balance. And if that balance isn't there, you just don't want to exchange your energy in that way. You're probably be more inclined to exchange it just a little less with certain people if that balance isn't there. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to be more drawn naturally to create that balance, and not just with other people. Libra does feel the 7th house, so it is a lot about relationships, but this also covers relationships with yourself, and with your own ideas. So your relationship with your business, with your product, with your, it's about that. Yes, so you'll be taking away what isn't in balance and keeping what is. And then after that focus point, we're moving into this death. This death, getting ready to be rebirthed. As you can see in the next cycle, Mercury's touching into Ophiuchus, so we'll obviously cover that in the next video. But we're moving, our energy exchange is moving into this death and rebirth. So Scorpio is fueled by Pluto and Mars. It's fueled by Pluto and Mars. So you've got that drive, that passion when it comes to Scorpio, as well as this death and rebirth from this drive and passion. So when it comes to communications, you could probably, Scorpio's about reaching your depths and recognizing that that's actually a strength, not a weakness. So that's what Scorpio is about. It's about tapping into your watery depths, probably things, aspects that you've kept hidden, but it's just like, no, I can't keep this hidden anymore. I have to communicate this. So whether that's like friendship, if something didn't go well, or like within your family, or romantic, if people have been holding back, it may be coming out in this next cycle. It may be coming out, and it's recognizing what you've probably been quite afraid to say and communicate, or how you've been probably afraid to exchange your energy in that way, because you probably be feeling like, oh, I may get rejected, I may this, they won't understand, etc., etc. It's actually going to be a strength. People will naturally prefer it, because it's about being passionate with what you're passionate about. Basically, it's about being passionate. So people will have energy exchanges, communications in a passionate way, in a vulnerable way, and really that is the strength needed for the Ephesians energy to eventually come in and transform that energy. Okay, so it's like, if balance wasn't there, it's like working on that balance, and it's just like, once that balance, you know, attempts to come in to create and solidify that balance even more, like a death of the old has to come about, that reaching that vulnerability, to show the depth of that connection, I guess, within that energy exchange, because you only want what's balancing, you only want what is going to support you at this point in time. So if the boot don't fit, they need to keep walking, basically. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing there with Mercury. And again, it's like this, having this realization, you're following your passion and tapping into your depths. That thing that you've probably been afraid of is truly your strength. You exchanging your energy in this way then just naturally takes you into this new direction. Could be with whoever, with whatever, but you then go in that direction, which brings about fortune and prosperity in tapping into your vulnerability during this cycle into the next cycle. So if honest communication and stuff kind of comes up, comes out, be gentle with everyone, listen, be honest with yourself and your true feelings. Let that come out, you know, because I feel this vulnerability will strengthen connections. Like me, I'm the type of person, sometimes, I'll be honest, I'll be open, transparent here, I feel like I can't say certain stuff because I see so deeply. Like I already know, basically, I already don't know. I see so deeply, and sometimes from the past, me opening up that way, people have shut down and run away, which makes me a bit more hesitant to be open with certain things that I see regarding certain people. Like I can like talk to someone and I know if they are going to be in my life forever. I know that. But me kind of saying that, I feel it would scare people away. Like I've had dreams where I thought I should approach someone and the dream literally put up a barricade and said no. And then in the same dream, it's shown me a new energy. But it's like, if I'm to say that to an individual, how would they take it, you know? But maybe it's going to come up then. So we'll see. We will see. But moving on to the moon phases. So we start off in Cancer on the 5th of November. And then late on the 5th, the moon moves into Leo. So it does move into Leo. We have that Leo moon. And then on the 8th, late again, the moon moves into Virgo, giving us that Virgo moon. So during this cycle, we are moving from a fully illuminated moon, because we had a lunar eclipse, didn't we, in Aries. So we're moving from this full illumination where you can like trust wholeheartedly your intuition, your gut feeling, your feelings, your emotions. You can just trust it. But from Sunday, the day of the sun, we're transitioning. This is a third quarter moon happening, so the energy is shifting here, and we're moving to more my tongue. We're moving more towards logic and rationale, basically, our emotions, because the moon gets our energy emotion, it gets our emotions moving. So in essence, our emotions are going to be moved more. Our energy will get more emotion around things that make more logical, rational sense, rather than, oh, I just feel this way. Like, you may feel a certain way, but you'll probably stop yourself because it's just like, but does it make logical sense though? Your emotions, your energy will move more if whatever you're choosing to act upon makes more logical sense. So, this is also interesting that we are in this logical, reasonable, rational, emotional state during this time, because of course, as Mercury's going into Scorpio, like, you can trust your energy exchanges even more. You can trust that it's real what's coming, especially if people are showing vulnerability, they're showing their passion through their vulnerability. You can trust it more because it's coming from a place where our emotions, our energy is moving in this logical way. So you tapping into the depths of you, and how your energy moves at this time, you can trust yourself. I always say even trust yourself with your emotions too, but it's coming from a logical perspective, not Delulu land, basically. So anyway, moon mover of our emotions, it starts off in Cancer, and then moves into Leo. So I finished off on my last video saying we're moving to Cancer, so our emotions is still illuminated on that day before it switches, but our emotions are moving us in a way where we are where we're more passionate about things that are important to us and what we want to nurture and protect. Okay, so keep in mind if that comes up during that time, if your emotions are moving you, and your feelings, emotions, your intuition is moving you in this direction of like, yeah, this is valuable to me, I'm going to protect that, I want to nurture it. Whether that's an individual, whether that's, your passion, it could be your passion too. It's something you want to nurture, essentially, because Cancer fuels the fourth house, which is home and family. So as it moves later that day into Leo, a Leo moon, Leo is very confident in nature, it's bold, it's assertive, and all this bold assertiveness, this fire element, Leo's fueled by the sun, so it just naturally shines and glows. It all comes from the heart center. So your emotions, after recognizing how your emotions move around about something that is important to you, what you want to nurture, you then, your emotions are moving you more in this confident way. It's like, yeah, yeah, this is actually what I want to do, and you're ready to just do it boldly and just shine in that way. Your feelings about things, your emotions, it's moving you in a confident way. So again, I'd say trust what comes up for you during that time, and pay attention to your confidence around it. I always say as well, don't force in any of this. Don't force it. I personally, the moment I do the video, I kind of forget. I just live my life, and then if something happens where my attention is brought to it, I'm like, oh, I wonder what moon it is in today, or blah blah blah. Like, I generally forget. So just live your life and come back to it and just take notes. Basically, it's just observation, seeing how all of this technology works together. That's what we're doing over here. We're not forcing anything, not a gussa. So as the moon, then, once you've established what's important to you, your emotions, your energy is moving now in this confident way. So you're getting happy, excited, sad, curious about something, but it's moving in this bold and confident way. You're just assuring more to yourself what you want to nurture and protect. And bear in mind, it's coming from a logical perspective. After you've kind of shown up, your emotions are moving you in this more confidence, this coming from this heart center, coming right from the heart. It then moves into Virgo, and it stays in Virgo for the rest of the cycle. Now, Virgo is the largest star constellation in the sky, so all of the luminaries stay in Virgo for the longest. The next one, I believe, is Leo. I believe the next one's Leo. That's kind of big. So yes, so going into this Virgo energy now, it's from how your emotions have moved you in this confident way. We're moving in towards just like, okay, now I'm sure about this. Leo is coming in like with surety. You're then kind of moving into how you're going to give your energy. Virgo is all about energy exchange. Ultimately is fueled by Mercury as well, so it's all about how you're ready to exchange your energy. Virgo's known as the maiden, so it's literally you know, she's perceived often as critical, analytical, pays attention to all the details and knows all of that stuff. That's because she's the maiden and she wants to give her love in the best way she possibly can. So she will take her time. She will look at all the angles, look at all the details, so she can give herself, give her love, give her energy in the best way possible. So that's the Virgo energy, and our emotions are being moved in this way. So our emotions are being moved in this way of just like, yes, this is how I truly want to give myself and give my energy. This is how I want to give my love. This could also go down to even using the Virgo energy of being analytical, looking at the finer details, even when it comes to research projects. So you may be more drawn to do like that deeper look into a certain project, product, your business, your career, your work. It could be anything, but your emotions are moving you in this way to pay attention to the details, to look at all the angles, and to truly know how you are going to give your energy even more to keep protecting what you want to nurture and protect. And this is amazing because we're slowly moving from this Virgo energy where we were in it for a long time. And I mentioned in my last video, we still have Lilith in Virgo, so there may be external noise trying to suppress you with this Virgo energy, but push through it. But we do have Venus in Virgo, which I did mention in my last video or a couple videos ago. But essentially within the material, Venus representing the material, are 5 and 6 senses: sight, touch, smell, hearing, taste, and your intuition. Though the sun and everything has moved from Virgo, we're still getting this lingering of Virgo energy. So basically, because Venus does represent the material, our 5 and 6 senses are now going to be experiencing this Virgo energy, and our emotions are moving us in this logical way of how we would like to experience this Virgo energy, how we would like to exchange and give our energy and give ourselves, and all the research and stuff. So this Virgo energy is still there. I will say, if you are working on something, for sure use this Virgo energy while you can. Yeah, use the Virgo energy because it's there. If you have tedious tasks, Virgo energy. It's all about the Virgo energy. I'm gonna put that there so anyone watching at this point, you can see. So we are going to get into the tarot now. Quite a shorter video today. Well done. But let's get into this tarot. Let's just set the mood. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Okay. I don't know if you can hear, but the rubbish bin is just is outside. So let's give it a little shuffle. I'm called to just do this, just to move it around a little. I'm not the best shuffler, but I'm gonna get better. I am. How is everyone doing though after the eclipse season? How are you feeling? Yeah, I just feel like I don't even know at this point, to be honest. I don't know. That's where I am. That's where I am. I do not know for the life of me. However, let's get into the energies of this cycle as Fortune enters Sagittarius, as Fortune enters Sag, and as Mercury enters Scorpio. What's happening for the collective? The clearest message, please. What's happening for the collective? The Hierophant. So, oh, okay. Oh, we're in quite powerful energy, what I'm seeing here with the owl and the clock. This is like all seeing. We've got number 5 there too. There's a whole tower on there. Sometimes the symbolism says a lot. Oh, we've got the Queen of Swords as well. Hierophant, Queen of Swords. With this 5 number, change is happening and connection this cycle. So that's what I mean. There may be a connection, even if it's through business or something, where someone's just like, whoa, I have to be honest. We had the 2 of Swords in reverse. Any more clarity? That's interesting that that's in reverse. Oh, these are kind of just coming out. And the Star. Okay. Any final messages? Anything else, or is that it for this cycle? But that 5 that changed, there's a connection coming in, and I've been feeling it brewing, whether this is business, whether this is connection back with family. And we had the 2 of Wands, so we'll see what all of that is about. We'll see what that's about. So, as I always says, this will be linked. This will be linked. If you'd like this deck, it will be linked in the description, but I'm still working on that. I need to just have like a YouTube day where I can respond back to my comments and just sort out YouTube, but it's coming, maybe Sunday. So, we've got the Hierophant, 5 energy, change and connection. As I said, change and connection, I went past the Lovers page, so maybe it's a romantic connection. You never know. Okay, so the Hierophant, its astrological infinity is Taurus, and I believe we are, right now as I'm recording this, we are actually in a Taurus moon. Yeah, but anyway, but it will be in Gemini by the time you're watching this. Anyway, you've got conformity, education, holding back, respect, teaching, traditional rules and ceremony, doing what's expected of you, devoting your time to a belief system, pursuing knowledge. Yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. So pursuing knowledge, doing what you need to do, basically, devoting your time to a belief system. There's probably a little holding back. This may be that hesitation potentially before Mercury enters Scorpio. Yeah, so maybe some holding back of like getting that balance coming in, but then when Scorpio energy comes in, it's just kind of like ending. So we do have, let me just find the others quickly. Swords. We've got the 2 of Swords in reverse. We had blind to the truth, denial, blocked feelings, being unavailable, putting up barriers, pretending one thing, feeling another. So this is telling me that we're not blind to the truth this cycle. As I said, it's this whole Scorpio energy coming in. You're not blind to the truth. You're not hiding your feelings with this card being in reverse. There's no barriers being put up. You're allowing people to come in. You're showing that vulnerability. And people are going to be available. You're going to feel available, not unavailable to people. So, and I just feel it's like being in this Hierophant energy. You may be like a little stuck in your ways because you recognize that this is how you're going to create balance, and it's kind of like potentially needed at this time. So Queen of Swords, we've got direct, unpretentious, astute, getting to the point, honest and quick-witted, lively intellect, don't take life too seriously, judgmental person. So that's interesting that you've got getting to the point, basically, honest and quick-witted. So it's coming back again to this barrier not being open. There's no barriers being up. You're kind of just watching this owl. It's like, who's this connection coming in? You're watching, you're in your energy. It's just like a bit in your energy, because you can't be too wobbly. You have to be showing who you are, you know what I'm saying? And showing who you are and what you kind of do. It's bringing in this vulnerability where there's no barriers being put up, and you're getting to the point with something. So this is what I mean. Connections seem to be coming in. We then have the Star and the Two of Wands. So we've got the Two of Wands, we've got courage, personal power, not being afraid to prove a point, windering your perspective, a pioneering spirit, taking a risk without fear. Someone's coming in and opportunities coming in. It could be both, but someone and an opportunity and or is coming in right now. So because this opportunity is coming in, this is why vulnerability is showing up. Vulnerability is showing up where you have to be vulnerable to exchange your energy in this way. Exchanging your energy in this way because of exchanging your energy in this way comes round with taking a risk. And it's like you're pioneering in this new way, taking this risk, showing your vulnerability, having no barriers being put up, getting to the point quickly, but still staying in who you are, is bringing about this connection and change. And there was a lot of that I mentioned in November numerology, that change will materialize this month and you will see it within your material reality. I also said, be aware of this, the 1111 portal, and just take note of the 911 portal, basically, or the 99 portal. Take note of these 2 days just as Mercury enters in there, because the connections may come in closer to the end of the cycle, not so much the beginning, maybe a little bit slower here. So do keep that in mind. But change, connections is coming, and a risk is being taken here from your vulnerability. It's like being vulnerable, which is your strength, opens up an opportunity to take a risk, to pioneer something new, and to not how can I put it, to not, put up any barriers. You're not being delusional, you're not being blind to the truth here. Yeah, and I do have to say, as well as the Star, we do have 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So let me just leave that there so you can see. And that's about diligence, prophecy, I can't say that word, dedicated to the job. Perseverance is paying off. Training for a new skill, getting down to the nitty-gritty. Like I said, this training for this new skill, your perseverance has been paying off. Like I said in my Saturn station direct video, the groundwork that you've been putting in has paid off. It's paid off, so it has. And if you're still getting to the nitty-gritty bits of stuff, use this Virgo energy, use it whilst it's there. But yeah, this training for a new skill could be something you're pioneering in through this energy exchange that you do, where you're going to get to the point quick. You're not being delusional, you're not blind to the truth. So something that's coming through as well is if you feel naturally drawn to something new, different, this could even be a past project if you were working on it and you've come back to it. Trust yourself, because this new direction, this Sagittarius fortune is in Sag, is bringing prosperity. Okay, is bringing prosperity. So definitely trust yourself. And then lastly, we've got the Star. Astrological infinity, Aquarius. Saturn is in Aquarius. So inspiration, ideal love, truth revealed, realization of a dream. Oh, excuse me, confirmation burp. Oh my days. And I told you at the beginning, I was just like, not the beginning, earlier, I've had dreams with I know who's going to be in my life and who's not. Wow. I think I need to be vulnerable. Okay. Insight and self-belief are essential for happiness. Seeing the light, finding peace within, feeling generous. So, like I says, through this insight and self-belief are essential for happiness. I didn't read that part. But through this connection that's coming in, through this opportunity where you need to show up vulnerable, where you need to use your vulnerability as your strength, is bringing about like an amazing opportunity. This connection coming in, whether that's romantic, platonic, business wise, it could be all. It could literally be a level up in every area, but ultimately you need to be you. It's coming, you're getting straight to the point, you're not being blind to the truth, you're entering into a new journey and you're taking a risk through this communication. But this communication, this energy exchange, is taking you into this new direction where you will be fortunate and you're going to shine like the star through this connection. And everything that you've done is paying off. So if that resonated, do let me know. Let's set the tone. Let's come back. Deep breath again with me. And exhale. So, coming back to the present moment, because the present moment is all that matters. So thank you again for the winners. Thank you for entering the competition, everyone. I would like to do more competitions. If you would like me to do like more, do let me know. There may be one more before this year ends, but do let me know. But anyway, the present, the moon, I'm looking on the wrong day. The moon, when you're watching this, will be, as I said, in Gemini. So communication is obviously coming. And as I mentioned previously, the sun literally entered Libra yesterday. So now is Libra season, people. And then Venus, as I mentioned, Venus, it's awful drawing, is in Virgo. So as I says, the sun, the ego, is now attracting experiences to us which will bring balance in our life. And it's either just like, is that a balance? No, take with yourself, follow the rhythm and take with yourself, spin with it and take with yourself. But anyway, yeah, so that's what your lens will be operating through now. It's just like, is this really a balance for me in my life? So we've moved from the energy of like, how do I want to give my energy, to is this a balance? And that's how you're going to be seeing everything through rose-colored glasses, the ego, basically. As well as obviously Venus, as I mentioned, our 5 and 6 senses are now experiencing how we've chosen to give our Virgo energy, how we've chosen to exchange our energy. And of course, tonight, the moon, the mover of our emotions, is in Gemini. So, no, Venus is moving into Virgo tomorrow, people. It's tomorrow. So these energies are coming in. We're going to experience that. Them thoughts are just like, oh, I'd really love to give myself in this way. I'd really love to do this. It's coming. You're going to experience it with your 5 and 6 senses. Okay. And the moon, mover of our emotions, is moving in this Gemini way. And it's still illuminated. So you can trust your intuition. You can trust your gut feelings. Trust how you feel, your emotions during this time with what you want to talk about. Gemini is very chatty, it's mercurial. So if your emotions are being sparked at this point through communicating or giving a message, then just trust yourself, you know. If you're sociable during this time, trust yourself as well. Again, a lot may come up in conversation. Yeah, and I'm meeting a friend, so this is gonna be interesting. But yeah, with that being said, thank you again for those who joined the competition. And Anyone who would like that calendar, feel free to get it. It is 40% off right now. Stick around for the next calendar, which will be out very, very soon. If you would like a personal reading with me, I have to say the price will be going up at the end of this year. It's currently £20 and it will be going to £25. So do get that in before personal readings are closed for the holidays, if you would like that. And with that being said, I shall see you in the next video. Angel out. Bye.